In today's Grow Garden video, I'm going to show you guys the brand new Grandmaster sprinkler method that will help you go ahead and get giant plants that will be worth an absolute fortune. So let's not waste any time and let's get straight on with the method and the things you're going to need for this method to go ahead and work. And we'll just explain them as we go ahead and use them. So first of all, you need a good seed. You want one that's worth a lot because, well, yeah, you want one that's worth a lot. For the sake of this video, using Bone Blossom, but this can be interchanged at any point. So let's go ahead and place a bunch of blown blossoms down all around my garden. We're just going to scatter a few of them. It doesn't matter exactly where you place them. Now, honestly, if you can do this as like strategic as possible, you're actually supposed to put them all in the same spot. So we'll do that for now. And then what you're going to go ahead and need is you're going to need one basic sprinkler, one advanced sprinkler, one godly sprinkler, one master sprinkler, one grandmaster sprinkler, of course. And then if you do have any berry blushes as well, that'd be very helpful. We'll decide what berry blush. I don't know if that's the right sprinkler. You need some sort of sprinkler that will go ahead and boost it. It will go ahead and change it depending on which one. You can of course go look into that at any point. But you need all these sprinklers and put them down in this area that is right next to each other. You can also use the pancake method as well, but that's technically a different method. So we're not going to go ahead and go over that in this video. Then the next thing you're going to go need is as many mooncats as possible, and you want to place all of these guys down in your garden to go and fill up the areas. So yeah, fill up your garden with mooncats, or at least place down as many mooncats as you can go ahead and have. Of course, do go ahead and make sure these have a decent age on them, and of course, well, yeah, the weight is hopefully decent on them as well. And there is a few ways that you can go do this. You can wait for the plants to grow, and you literally can just move them using trowels, or like I said earlier, you can place down a pancake and do the pancake stack method. And then you also want to go ahead and give your pets a medium pet torch. Move these guys over here, and you want to feed them all of these right there, and this will give them a really good passive boost. Because for the people that don't know, mooncats are actually really good. Every 60 seconds, again, this depends on level, age, all that, it'll nap for 20 seconds, and then a new fruit within a certain range of it will become 1.7 times larger with a 12% chance to carry. I don't know the bit there, but basically it makes fruits bigger when they grow, and I think this does stack as many of them in the same area as possible. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to go to pick up all of your mooncats, just make sure they're all gone off your garden for temporary. Of course, we'll go ahead and bring them back in a bit. Then you will place down a Triceratops. If you don't know what the Triceratops ability is, every 3 minutes it rams into 3 random plants and advances their growth by 33 minutes. It has an 18% chance to do it again each time. And then you want to go ahead and give them a bunch of medium pet toys. And then you want to wait until that ability has went ahead and taken effect. And now the ability has went ahead and worked there. Once the ability has went ahead and, like, of course, for the sake of the video, you can just go and skip down that part. You want to go get all your mooncats back down again, and then we're back on the medium pet toys. You need to go up to each mooncat, be a 1 medium pet toy for you, and you just want to give it to every single one of the mooncats that you own to go ahead and help you just like boost through the game like an absolute ton. So let's also go ahead and get that done. Now, when your plants are fully grown, do go ahead and keep in mind, like I said earlier, you can choose a trout to put them all in the area. So that's where the start, it doesn't matter too much, but yeah, if you just put them there, you do need to make sure there is space for them to go in. These are kind of stacked here, and you probably wouldn't have this many bone blossoms just placed down. But yeah, having a good bit of open space with a ton of sprinklers in is where you need to go ahead and move everything to. And then what you need to go ahead and do is you kind of just need to wait for this method to go ahead and work, as it will work over time. You do just need to give time. Now, you can head off, but that does mean you're going to miss out on the mooncat ability. You just need to keep hoping the mooncat's going to keep growing in the same area and keep stacking, so you go ahead and get the huge fruits. But yeah, now let's go ahead and show you how OP this method can be once everything is fully grown. So if you manage to go to do this method right, and you do get lucky, and yes, you are going to have to get lucky to get results like this. Yeah, and when I mean results like this, I mean, results like this. You can get absolutely huge bone blossoms. Well, when you do it yourself, I doubt they'll be near this big, but you can still get some of the biggest bone blossoms in the game, which are, wow, this is just absolutely insane to see how big they can possibly go and get. We even have a golden one in there as well, which is really nice, but we can collect one of the normal ones there, and we'll keep that for safekeepings. And then what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go ahead and manage to get all, I'm going to use some help of an animate. I'm going to get all mutations of one of these guys. So not only can we see the value of one of these at base, but also how much one of these be worth with every single mutation on it as well. So let's go do that. Now, although this method, you definitely can get huge ones. They won't always be the size of the map. Sometimes they'll be this big, they can be smaller. It's kind of a bit random on how they're going to go ahead and turn out. But you can at least be expecting it to get closer to 100 kg. I'll be shocked if you do manage to go ahead and get less than that. But now let's go and check the values of it. To go ahead and just mix it up a little bit, I've gone ahead and got one like a gigantic bone blossom, one gold gigantic bone blossom, and then one bone blossom with nearly every single mutation on it, And then we've just got a big bone blossom here as well. So let's see how much they go for, starting off with the one that is 200, which would be probably closer to the size you'll manage to get. This one is going to go ahead and sell for, I think that was that billion there. That was quite a bit there, honestly, for a normal fruit, which we'll go ahead and take. And then we're next going to go ahead and go on to just the huge normal one. And this is going to go for 39 billion, which is pretty decent there, honestly. Again, no mutations on it. Now, the gold one is going to go sell for, let's see how much this for, 1.4 trillion, I'm pretty sure that was. Now, do keep in mind this one with like nearly every single mutation on it. It's base mutation, which is actually the most important mutation like on it. It's just normal. It didn't have a base mutation. So do keep in mind, for example, if this was rainbow, it'd be like over 100 times X the value. So do keep in mind whatever we go get from this right here. And I think I'm missing some mutations, although I do have the majority of them on it. If we go and check this right now, it's going to say 197 trillion, which honestly, I was expecting more. Honestly, without rainbow, that is pretty good. And I'm pretty sure that's like trillion. Let me check like one more time there. So we've got like the millions, billions, that's trillions, 197 trillion. I think that was 377 million. That billion, and it's like 800 million there, which honestly, wow, that is worth a complete fortune. Like, actually, no joke, that is worth a very high amount. And I know I've done a bunch of bone blossoms for this, but you don't need to go and do that. You can just do one. And also, this method isn't just bone blossom specific. I've just went ahead and done this just so I know bone blossom is worth quite a bit. But you can go ahead and use some other stuff. You don't need to just rely on using bone blossom for this method to go work. And also, like I said, I do want to stress to you guys, you are not guaranteed to get something as big as what I've got. They were definitely way on the bigger side. But you can get something around this size, so that's pretty big. You can even get ones that will go ahead and help block the shop as well. I do know there's a few questions that we have when I missed in this video, so let's quickly go ahead and just like go over some of them right now. And number one, it's going to be how do you actually go and get the Grandmaster Sprinkler? Well, I'm assuming most you know this is why it's at the end of the video. We go to the gear shop, you go show me the gear shop, and then you want to go ahead and scroll down until you see Grandmaster Sprinkler, which is just here. Now, this is only in stock like a few times. It will go and cost you 279 Robux if you want to go buy it for Robux, or I believe it's over 100, yeah, it's 100 million shekels. So it definitely isn't super cheap, but the profit you want to make off it will 100% be worth it. And also the same as well, you have the medium dog treats and medium dog toy just there, which you can go ahead and buy from the shop here for 189 Robux. Do keep that in mind if you are trying to go get some of them. They're relatively easy to get. And also, if you're wondering like the best way to go in pets, honestly, I would just say trading. Also, make sure you do join some sort of stock Discord server. I don't really have any to recommend at the moment, but probably just join the official Grow Garden like stock Discord server, so you can go ahead and get pinged well whenever they do and have Grandmaster Sprinklers or the dog toys in stock. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. Also, check out my videos. I have like so many Grow Garden videos on this channel, so go check them out right now. Yes, you go check them out now. Anyway, guys, have a good one. See you all in the next one. Bye.